Once your business starts growing, the key thing is to really get yourself organized so that production happens, you're not dropping the ball on things. And I have discovered what works really well for me. I call it the power of three, these three productivity tools that I use. And that's what this video is about. The first one is called To Do. And it is just a very, very simplified to-do list. I've tried a lot of other ones. They get really complicated. This one just keeps it simple. I just go through every day and have my items of things that I want to get done during that day. And if it doesn't happen, it'll automatically go to the next one. So that's the first tool that I use. The second one is called Trello, and it's sort of like a project management system, but it's a very, very basic, simple one. Again, I've tried many product management systems. They get to be too complicated, and I found that this one is just easy peasy. You have a project, people can add, pictures, notes, checklists to it. You can, move it through the flow of your system, like, you're doing it, you're done. You can move it through your system, and you can just visually see everything that's happening all at one time. The third one that I use is called Toggle, and this is basically for keeping time. I notice that when I'm not keeping track of my time for anything, I'll end up spending too much time on it. So it's good to really time yourself, even if it's just reading your email or going to your social media accounts. When you start looking at how much time you've actually spent on it, you'll be amazed, and sometimes want to just slap yourself for spending too much time on things. And so this particular tool has kept me in line. Okay, so now I was going to show you how I actually use them. The thing with Toggle and Trello, they actually integrate with each other. What you'll need is this thing called the toggle button. And if you're using Chrome, you can get it as a Chrome extension, and it adds to your Trello project management system so that while you're on a particular project, you can just, click the keep time button. It looks just like this, just a start timer. This particular, extension works with quite a few different programs. So if you're using something besides Trello, you might want to see if it works with that. But I was thrilled to find out that it works with Trello, excuse me. All right, so where I usually start is with Trello. This is where I can really put my ideas down and get a picture of the flow of everything that needs to be done. I've organized it into different, I guess you could say, departments. I have one for my client production, one for the sales, one for things I'm delegating. Right now I have a board for my virtual assistant, so I can kind of keep track of the projects given to him. And then internal projects, and then I just have a overall organization board. I'll show you a couple of them. The client production, this is where I keep all my projects, which ones I'm currently on, which ones in progress. Maybe they're out for review right now, and then when they're done. Also with sales, move it through the system, prospects, proposals, then, later on to follow up. Virtual assistant, things that he has to do, things that are in progress, things done, and then we get into the daily, weekly, monthly tasks. So what I like about Trello is, and I haven't made it very visual. I'm not adding pictures, but you can definitely do that. I just usually have a basic description for the project and then a checklist of all the things that need to be done. What's nice about Trello and Toggle is you can actually just start this timer right while you're working on the project. And so now if we go to toggle, you can see that it's actually like got it going. There's the timer. It is working on that project. They integrate so well together. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that timer. You'll see that over here now that it's stopped. And so that's how I keep track of time on my different projects. A lot of clients, I'll have them, where I'm working on an hourly basis, and it's really key to keep track of that time. So now we're here into Toggle, the time tracking application, and it just keeps track of my projects. As long as I hit that button, here we go. There's the play button. It will keep tracking my time on that. See how it just sort of added on to what I was doing. I have the Pro account, which allows you to actually differentiate the paid projects versus non-paid projects. For instance, when I'm checking my email or I'm working on a sales a prospect, I'm not really getting paid for that, but I like to keep track of my time. How much time I've spent on the phone with someone and so forth, so that later on down the road I can analyze the weak areas where I need to make improvements. The next one I'm going to show you is the to-do. This is just the greatest thing since sliced bread. I happened to get in on this from the beginning, and it was free for a long time, and I just loved it so much that I went ahead and paid the money, because it's really been a great tool for keeping track of things in just a very simplified manner. So what I do is I'm over here on my Trello, and I look at what's going on for the day, look at what I need to get done, and then I come over to my to-do app, and then I write in here exactly what I need to do. So you can see I'm working on a screencast right now. I'll be able to check that off. It's just as simple as clicking and it goes away. One of the very cool features about this app is, say you have a task that needs to be repeated every day, every week, or whatever. So like this Twitter checklist, I go through a checklist of things to do for my Twitter accounts. I have it on a repeating basis, so you can see it brings up all my repeating items, and this is something I'm doing every week, actually twice a week. I have it in there set so that it just reoccurs automatically. Say I wanted to check my email every day. Obviously, I don't need to make this as a to-do thing. It's just something I would normally do anyway. But just to show you how easy it is, I would write in here, check email every day. It operates on a every basis. So you would either put every week, every month, every day. And now see how that just automatically appeared. And then, it's easy to just get rid of things. I'll actually go to, let's see, we don't want that one anymore, so I will just get rid of that. It's just very intuitive, and so that's what I like about it. And I hope this has been a help, and I would encourage you to explore the full features of all of these tools. But for me, they've worked beautifully. It keeps me on track and keeps me very, very organized.